Very good morning, all of you. So,
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
mute ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ
ಓಕೆ
ಕೌಶಿಕ್
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕೌಶಿಕ್. Right. So, in this class, we are going to discuss first PUC trigonometry part, which is quite important for your second PUC as well. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So before I go to this particular unit, so let me tell you what is the meaning of an angle. So how to form an angle, right? So let us see. So how to form an angle. So an angle, just a minute. So I will share this back to you. Suppose if you take a rotatory line which is rotated from one position, let us say OA, to another position, let us say OB, we say that an angle is formed between, so the initial point, so initial position of the line to the final position of the line ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, right? So now ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ, so let me take a rotatory line in one position. So OA, we will call this position as initial position. ಈ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you need to be very strong in basics. So let us first take up the basic ideas which are involved in this radian measure. So the fundamental thing is what is an angle. So an angle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. So if you take this rotatory line OA in the position so in its position OA called initial position, rotate it to another position, it is called as OB. So this is called as final position. So if you rotate a rotatory line from initial point to final initial position to the final position, we always say that an angle is formed between the initial position and the final position of the line, right? So this is called as an angle, right? So this angle is denoted by, we are going to denote this angle by the notation angle AOB ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, or so which is angle AOB, which is so written like this, which is angled at O, right? And whatever the amount of rotation made by a rotatory line while rotating from its initial position OA to final position OB, that is called as measure of an angle. So measure of an angle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so you are familiar with this measure of an angle. Measure of an angle ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ OA is moving from this line is moving from OA to OB, whatever the amount it moves, so this is called as measure of an angle, right? So measure of an angle, the amount of rotation. So I can write the amount of rotation, amount of rotation, the amount of rotation made by, so made by a rotatory line, made by a rotatory line moving from initial position, from its initial position OA, right? From its initial position OA to final position, right? Initial position OA to final position OB. Understood? To final position OB. That is called as measure of an angle. So generally measure of an angle, we denote the measure of an angle by the following notations. We use capital letter English alphabets. So you can denote them by capital letter English alphabets A, B, C, A, D, X, Y, Z and so on. Or you can use small case English letters, right? A, B, C, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, like this. Or you can use Greek symbols. Greek symbols ಹೇಗೆ theta, phi, right? Psi, alpha, beta, like this. ಈ ತರದ notations ಅನ್ನು use ಮಾಡಿ angles measure of an angle denote ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Now, suppose if you rotate a rotatory line, ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, to form a rotate an angle, you are supposed to rotate a rotatory line from the initial position to final position. See, the amount of rotation whatever you make, that is called as the measure of an angle. ಸೊ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒ ಬಿ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಂಗಲ್, ರೈಟ್? And if you form an angle by rotating a rotatory line in clockwise direction like this, right? ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಂಗಲ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಂಗಲ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಎ ರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಲೈನ್ ಇನ್, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So now there are different types of measurement of an angle. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು synopsis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ types of measurement of an angle. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ first one, it is nothing but sexagesimal measure. The next one is centesimal measure, and the third one it is called as degree measure, or we call it as radian measure ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, right? So sexagesimal measure ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ ನಾವು angle measure ಮಾಡೋದು? So we are going to take one right angle. So one right angle is divided into 90 equal parts. We are going to divide one right angle into 90 equal parts. And measure of one part is called as 1 degree. Understood? So measure of each part. Measure of each part is called as measure of each part is 1 degree. Understood? 1 degree. You are going to denote it as 1 degree. This is the notation. So therefore, one right angle will have 90 parts, right? So and each part is called as 1 degree. So altogether, one right angle will contain 90 degrees. And again, 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts. We take 1 degree and divide that into 60 equal parts. Measure of each part is called as 1 minute anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So therefore, 1 degree will contain 60 minutes, right? So minutes ಅನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಿತೀವಿ 60. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? 1 degree is called as 60 minutes. And again, this 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts, and measure of each part is called as 1 second. So therefore, 1 minute will contain 60 seconds, like this. This is the output of your sexagesimal measure, right? We are going to divide one right angle into 90 equal parts. Measure of each part is called as 1 degree. So therefore, one right angle will contain 90 degree. 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts. Measure of each part is called as 1 minute. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Further, 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. Measure of each part is called as 1 second. Therefore, 1 minute will contain 60 seconds. Again, centesimal system. So in this system, a right angle is divided into 100 equal parts. Each part is equal to 1 grade, and a grade is divided into 100 equal parts. Each part is called as 1 minute. So a minute is again divided into 100 equal parts. Each part is called as 1 second. So the centesimal system is not in practice now. So therefore, we are not going to use that much. Then, so we are going to get into radian measure. So before I go to radian measure, you are supposed to be familiar with what is the meaning of a radian. One radian andre ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತ idea ಇರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. Suppose if you take a circle with center at O and a radius R units. So I will take a circle with center O and radius R units, right? So this is going to be R units. Now, I will take 2 points on the circumference of the circle. Let us say A and B, right? Then obviously this AB is called as arc of circle. So preferably ಇಲ್ಲಿ minor arc ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. So now I will join OB, that is also equal to the radius, right? So arc of circle, I am going to write this as L. Now, suppose if you look at that angle AOB, that is called as angle subtended by the arc of a circle at the center of the circle. Suppose if this length of the arc is exactly same as the radius. So if this is same as the radius, then the angle subtended by the arc of a circle at the center of a circle, this is called as 1 radian. 1 radian ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. This is symbolically denoted like this, 1 radian. Therefore, you can define the definition of a radian as follows. A radian is nothing but the measure of an angle subtended by an arc of a circle at the center of a circle whose length is same as the radius of the circle. So that is called as 1 radian. Understood? So 1 radian generally, so it is always a constant angle. Nodi 1 radian anna hege barithi. 1 radian is always constant angle, right? So this is a constant angle. And remember, so ನಿಮಗೆ 1 right angle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 90 degrees ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಾ. ಹಾಗೆ 1 right angle, it is approximately equal to 57.2323, right? 57.2323 degrees ಬರ್ತೀರಾ, right? Approximate value of this uh, radian, right? So that is going to be a constant. So if you want to write the radian in degrees, so relation between radian and degrees is pi radian is always equal to 180 degrees. ಇದನ್ನ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Pi radian is always equal to 180 degrees. Then suppose in the same way, suppose if L is the length of the arc of a circle subtending an angle theta radian at the center of the circle. Suppose if L is the length of the arc which subtend theta radian at the center of a circle of radius r units, then length of this arc is given by r into theta. This is another useful formula. L is given by r theta. So suppose if A is the area of sector of a circle of radius r units and theta is the angle subtended by that at the center of the circle, then area of sector of a circle is given by the formula half r square theta. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ derivations ನಿಮಗೆ first PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So you need to remember this one. L is equal to r theta and area of sector of a circle, it is given by half r square theta, right? And remember, pi radian is always equal to 180 degrees, and from this 1 degree is always equal to pi divided by 180 radian. So this I am going to use to convert the radian into degrees and degrees into radian, vice versa, right? So now we'll look into it. So you need to remember these three things. So 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian. Pi radian is equal to 180 degrees. Length of the arc is given by r theta. Area of sector, right? So area of sector of circle, right? It is given by half r square theta. So this is L is nothing but the length of arc. Length of arc. This is given by r theta. So try to remember this one. So you have the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock. That we will look into it afterwards. Questions ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ, with this we'll go to question number 1. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಇದೆ? A circular wire of radius 7 centimeter is cut and bent again into an arc of a circle of radius 12 centimeter. Then what is the angle subtended by the arc at the center of a circle? But a circular wire of radius 7 centimeter, right? So I'm going to take a circle, a circular wire of radius 7 centimeter. So either one circular wire ಇದೆ. So this is a wire I am going to write, and its radius is going to be 7 centimeter. Radius is 7 centimeter. So this is cut and again bent into an arc of another circle of radius 12 centimeter. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಈ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ and it has been made as an arc of a new circle of radius 12 centimeter. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು bigger circle ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ, right? So bigger circle radius is what I'm going to write this as capital R, and this is going to be 12 centimeter. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ this entire circumference is cut and made as an arc of a new circle. ನೋಡಿ this is nothing but L is equal to circumference, right? Circumference of circle of a radius 7 units. So ಇದೇನಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So this is what they are saying. You are cutting the entire wire, circular wire, and it is made as an arc, right, of a new circle of radius. What is that? So 12 units. Then what is going to be the angle subtended at the center? This theta is what ಅಂತ find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now L is nothing but length of the arc is nothing but circumference of the circle. It is going to be 2 pi r. So it is going to be 2 pi into r is going to be 7. So it is going to be 14 pi centimeter. This is going to be the length of the arc, right? So either the circumference ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ arc of new circle ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ. Therefore length of the arc is going to be the circumference of the red circle, whatever I have written. So now you need to find out theta. Theta ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತ find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Radius of new circle ಏನಿದೆ r, I am going to use capital R. It is 12 centimeter. Now, so L is given by r into theta. Length of the arc is given by r into theta. So theta is nothing but L divided by r. This is the formula. What is L here? It is going to be 14 pi divided by radius is going to be 12. So it is 2 6 times and 2 7 times. It is 7 pi divided by 6 ಆಯ್ತು. But the answers are given in terms of degrees. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 into 6, pi is replaced by 180. So this is in degree. 6 30 times it goes 30 into 7. It is going to be 210 degree. This is going to be the correct answer for this particular question. Option B ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಆರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ನ್ಯೂ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 12 units, 12 centimeter, right? So L is given by circumference of that smaller circle. Then theta you need to find out. Theta is nothing but so L divided by R. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗೈನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ದ ಅಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ between the minute hand and hour hand of a clock, right? ಅದನ್ನ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಗೋಣ, minute hand and hour hand of a clock problem. So I will go for the next question. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ it is a direct question. A and B are 2 points of a circle of radius r with center at the point O, and AOB is theta radian. Then the area of sector AOB is, it's a direct formula as I said, it is going to be half r square theta. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ನೌ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇನ್ ಟೂ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ arcs of same length, right, of 60 degree and 75 degree at the center, so the ratio of their radii is, so there are two circles here. So I will take circle 1 whose radius I will take it as r1, and there is another circle whose radius is going to be r2. You don't know whether r1 is equal to r2 or not. And the length of the arc of first circle is L1. Length of the arc of the second circle is L2. What is that they have given? So in two circles of same arc length, right? So in two circular arc of same length, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, it is L1 is equal to L2 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, right? So central angle in the first circle we will take it as theta 1, central angle in the second circle we will take it as theta 2. Now so L1 is equal to L2. Angle subtended at the first circle is 60 degree. Angle subtended at the second circle center is 75 degree. What is the ratio of the radii ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ L1 ಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. What is L1? It is R1 into theta 1. L2 ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ, it is R2 into theta 2, right? So ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ರೇಡಿಯೈ ಬೇಕು. R1 divided by R2 is equal to theta 2 divided by theta 1. Theta 2 ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? So theta 2 is going to be 75 degree and theta 1 is going to be 60 degree. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 60 degrees and 70 degrees ಅಂತ. Now this is 60 degree and this is 75. Theta 2 is 75 degree and theta 1 is going to be 60 degree. Remember, so theta 1 and theta 2, this formula is applicable only when this angle is measured in radian, not in degrees. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So 75 degrees in a radian convert ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 75 pi divided by 180 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This is 60 pi divided by 180 you get. So this pi by 180, pi by 180 gets cancels. 15 5s and 15 4s are. Therefore, ratio of the radii R1 is to R2, it becomes 5 is to 4. This is going to be the correct answer for this. Option B is going to be the correct answer for this question. Artha aita? Right. So I will go to question number 5 on anode. The radius of a circle whose arc length is 15 pi centimeter makes an angle of 3 pi by 4 radian at the center is. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ question ಏನಿದೆ? So radius of the circle whose arc length is 15 pi ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, right? So you are having a circle. So radius of circle you need to find out. Understood? So length of the arc ಏನಿದೆ? What is length of the arc given? It is going to be 15 pi. Length of the arc is 15 pi centimeter. And it is making an angle of 3 pi radian. Theta is equal to 3 pi by 4 radian. This is your theta. So what is the radius? That is what you are supposed to find out. Now you can straight away use the formula L is equal to R theta hakole. And remember, this is applicable. So all these formulas are applicable if theta is radian. Angle radianal ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So now L is equal to R. R you are supposed to find out. So R is equal to L divided by theta you can write. So R is equal to, what is L here? It is 15 pi divided by theta is going to be 3 pi divided by 4 height. So you can simplify this. Pi gets cancels with pi. It is 15 into 4 divided by 3. 3 5 times it goes 5 into 4. So you are going to get 20 centimeters. So this is going to be the length of the arc. Length of the arc is length of radius. It is going to be 20 centimeters. So option B is going to be the correct answer, right? So we will continue with this, and we'll go to the next question. So next question, and the sixth question. Let me go back to that radian angle between the minute hand and hour hand of a clock. So I will explain that. Afterwards, we can solve all the questions continuously. Nodili, suppose if you take a clock, you are all familiar with the clock. So ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Suppose if you take any clock, you know that how many digits are contained in a clock. So ಒಂದು clock ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 12 digits ಇರುತ್ತೆ, right? So it starts like this: 12, 1, 2, 3, so 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, so 9, 10, 11. So this is going to be the pattern of the clock. So you need to remember the following results. Number 1, so number of digits, right? So number of digits in a clock. So in a clock, it is going to be 12 ಇದೆ, 12 digits ಇದೆ. And that 12 digits are contained in one circle. So therefore, angle between that 12 digits is always going to be one circle. You know what is going to be the angle contained in one circle? In one circle, it is going to contain 360 degrees, right? So therefore, I can write angle between 12 digits of a clock is equal to 360 degrees. This is the angle between 12 digits. ಈಗ If you want to find the angle between two consecutive digits of a clock, ಇದನ್ನ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. ಈಗ angle between any two consecutive digits of a clock. So I'll write angle between two consecutive digits, two consecutive digits, two consecutive digits of a clock is equal to 360 degree divided by 12, right? So it is going to be 30 degrees. Now the angle between two digits of a clock, right? Any two digits of a clock is always equal to 30 degrees. This you need to remember. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಎರಡು ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ angle between those two digits of a clock is always 30 degree. That is a very important result. So suppose angle between, that is angle between any two consecutive digits, 12 and 1, 1 2 2 3 3 4, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎರಡು ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಹವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಹವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಈ ಚೋಟ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. Now you can observe the time taken by hour hand, right? So time taken by hour hand to complete one circle is always, so 12 hours. 12 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ one complete circle na round ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ hour hand, right? So therefore, so the angle covered by hour hand in 12 hours is always 360 degrees, right? So you can write angle covered by hour hand. I am going to write hour hand in 12 hours. 12 hours ನೀವು hour hand rotate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ one circle complete, one circle ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So therefore angle it is going to cover, it is going to be 360 degrees. So entire 12 hours ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ one round ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ so 360 degrees ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then what is going to be the angle covered by hour hand in 1 hour? ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ in 1 hour, right? In 1 hour angle covered by hour hand, angle covered by hour hand. So angle covered by hour hand is equal to 360 degrees divided by 12. So it is going to be 30 degrees. 1 hour ಅಲ್ಲಿ hour hand 30 degrees ನ rotate ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So 30 degrees ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಇನ್ 1 minute, ರೈಟ್? 1 hour ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 60 minutes. 60 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ 30 degrees ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ 1 minute angle covered by hour hand. So angle covered by hour hand is equal to 30 divided by 60 degrees. So it is going to be half degrees. This is very, very useful result I am going to use. Okay. So in 1 minute, angle covered by hour hand is so half degree. Hour hand 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ half degree ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So angle between two consecutive digits ಏನಿದೆ 30 degrees. So 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲಿ angle covered by hour hand is always half degrees. This is a very useful result, right? Now we'll go to again, so this minute hand ನೋಡೋಣ. Suppose if this minute hand ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ bigger hand of the clock, if it completes one circle 60 minutes ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. 60 minutes ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1 hour ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So if it covers 1 hour, it is going to complete one circle. Therefore, it is going to complete 360 degrees. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So now pertaining to minute hand, you can write ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು in 1 hour, right? So in 1 hour or the angle covered by, so angle covered by minute hand, right? By minute hand in, so 1 hour ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is going to be 60 minutes. So it is going to be 360 degrees. One circle complete ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore I can write the angle covered by minute hand, angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute, angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is going to be 360 degree divided by 60 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ ಸೊ 6 degrees cover ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲ this is again another useful result in 1 minute so the angle covered by minute hand is going to be 60 degrees right so that you need to remember ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ the angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute is always going to be 360 divided by 60 it is going to be 6 degrees ಇಷ್ಟು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ರೈಟ್ ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿ ಸೊ ಮೂರು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೊ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟೂ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟಿವ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 30 degrees angle covered by a hour hand in 1 minute is half degree angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute is 6 degrees so in 1 hour is going to be 360 degrees you need to remember these results ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಈ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಸೊ ದ ಅಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ between the minute hand and hour hand of a clock when the time is 4 hours 30 minutes right 4 hours 20 minutes understood 4 hours and 20 minutes ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ you can observe so 4 hours 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ so you should first identify what is going to be the position of the hour hand and minute hand 4 ಗಂಟೆ 20 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ so what is going to be the position of the hour hand and minute hand right so 4 this is 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 1 and this is 2 now 4 hours 20 minutes ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಂಬರ್ so this is going to be 5 what is the position of hour hand and minute hand ಈ hour hand ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ it is going to be 20 minutes more than that 4 and minute hand will be exactly at 4 ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ this is the hour hand so this is the minute hand and this is going to be the hour hand right ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು hour hand ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ so this angle you need to find out ಈ angle ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಇದು this is going to be angle covered right angle covered by hour hand right hour hand in how many minutes of time 20 minutes of time 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ angle covered by hour hand ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲಿ hour hand ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ so in 1 minute you can observe in 1 minute hour hand covers half degree therefore in 20 minutes what is going to be the angle covered right so by hour hand in 20 minutes what is the angle and it is going to be 20 into 1 by 2 so it is going to be 10 degrees so 10 degrees in a radian al bardaga 10 divided by pi by 180 so it is going to be pi divided by 18 radian barutte right so pi by 18 radian it is going to be the answer ನೋಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಏನಿದೆ it is going to be pi by 18 option B is going to be the correct answer ಆಯ್ತಾ understood all of you so with this we'll go to question number 5 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 6 ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಟ್ 2 hours 15 minutes 2:15 o'clock the hour hand and minute hand of a clock form an angle so 2 hours 15 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is going to be the angle covered by the hour hand and the minute hand so what I do here ಇಲ್ಲಿ clock ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ 2 hours 15 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ first you identify the position of minute hand and hour hand right so let me just plot the diagram so ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 ಇರುತ್ತೆ 1 so 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 ನೋಡಿ 2 hours 15 minutes right 2 hours 15 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is going to be the hour hand and minute hand position ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇದೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ and this is 3 ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ and minute hand. Minute hand ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ? Minute hand will be exactly at 3. Hour hand will be, so it is 15 minutes more than that 2. So what I do here, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ exactly I'm going to take it to 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. So that means you are just taking extra this angle covered by, this is the angle covered by our hand, right? Our hand in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Our hand 15 minutes ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? It's going to be 15 into half degree. It is 7, 15 and half, and 15 into half, and it is going to be what? So 7 and a half degree, 7 by 2 degrees, correct? So 15 divided by 2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is going to be 7 and a half degrees you get, correct? So now what I do, if you take this hour hand to this one, ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ there are two consecutive digits. Angle between 2 and 3 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Angle between this 2 and 3, this is going to be 30 degrees because two consecutive digits, out of which we have taken this much extra angle. ಇದು extra ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. It is the angle covered by our hand in 15 minutes, that is 7.5 degrees. So now required angle is equal total 30 degrees ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಆಂಗಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 7.5 degrees. 30 degree minus 7.5 degree, which is going to give you 22.5 degree. So 22.5 degree, option B ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Option B is going to be the correct answer for this, right? So we'll go to next question. Question number 7 ಹೋಗೋಣ ನೋಡಿ. If the angle of a triangle are in AP, then so the one of the angles of the triangle in radian is AP ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ arithmetic progression. When do you say so sequence of numbers are in AP? So sequence of numbers are said to be in AP if the difference between so any two consecutive terms is going to be constant. So that constant difference is called as common difference of an AP ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Since the three angles of a triangle are in AP, let us choose the angles as A minus D, A plus D or angles, right? So these are the angles in AP. Artha aita? So since these are in AP, so now you are asked to find what is one of the angle. You know that sum of all the angles of a triangle, sum of angles of a triangle, sum of angles of a triangle, sum of angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees you get. So now if you add all these things, A minus D plus A plus A plus D, if you add, you are going to get it as 180 degrees. Minus D plus D gets cancels. You get 3A, this is equal to 180 degrees. A is equal to you get 60 degrees. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಉತ್ತರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ you multiply by pi by 180. Pi by 180 ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿ. So 60 divided by 3. So it becomes pi divided by 3. So option A is going to be the correct answer for this. So I should assume A minus D, A and A plus D are the angles which are going to be in AP. So you can make use of the formula. You know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. ಆ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ 180 degrees ಬರಬೇಕು. So if you simplify that, 3A becomes 180 degree, A becomes 60 degree. 60 degrees ನ ನೀವು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ pi by 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So when you are converting a degree into radian, multiply by pi by 180. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ. 180 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಪೈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಸೊ ಪೈ ತೆಗೆದು 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಯು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಪೈ ಬೈ 180 ಸೊ ದಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8th question, quite an important question. A wheel makes 180 revolutions in 1 minute ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. The amount of rotation in radian in 1 second is, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ a wheel is making 180 revolutions in 1 minute. You are supposed to find out the angle it covers in 1 second. So in 1 minute. I will write in 1 minute. That is for how many seconds? 60 seconds. Number of revolutions. Number of revolutions is equal to 180 revolutions ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ one revolution ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ one circle. What is going to be the angle covered for one revolution, right? So I can write angle covered for one revolution is equal to 360 degrees. One revolution ಅಂದ್ರೆ one circle ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So angle covered for that is going to be 360 degrees. Therefore, in 60 minutes, in 60 minutes, for 180 revolutions, for 180 revolutions, angle covered, ಎಷ್ಟು angle cover ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 180 revolutions ಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, one revolutions ಗೆ 360 degrees ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ 180 ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 180 ಇಂಟು 360 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. 180 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ 360 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, 60 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು, 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ angle covered in 1 second, right? 1 second is given by 180 into 360 degree divided by 60 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. 66 times it goes, right? So what is that? You'll have with 0. So you get 48. So 4, 6 plus 4 you get, so it is how much you get? ಇದನ್ನ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 180 into 60, right? 180 into 6 degrees you get, right? So 0, 48, 6 on the 6 plus 4, you are going to get 1080 degrees. 1080 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So if you convert that into radian, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀವು. So this you put it into radian. ನೋಡಿ, ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ. 360 degrees ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ 2 pi radian ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಇದು 2 pi radian, right? So ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 180 into 2 pi you can write. 180 into 2 pi divided by 60 you can write. 60 3 times it goes, correct? So 180. So 3 into 2 pi, it is going to be 6 pi radian angle cover ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 6 pi ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So it is going to be option B is going to be the right choice. ಈಗ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, I will repeat this one. One revolution ಗೆ 2 pi angle cover ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So in 60 minutes for 180 revolutions, angle covered is 180 into 2 pi. So angle covered in 1 second is 180 into 2 pi divided by 60. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6 pi radian ಉತ್ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, right? We'll go to next question. ನೋಡಿ, 9th question ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. The minute hand of a clock is 27 centimeter long, right? So a minute hand of a clock ಏನಿದೆ, it is going to be 27 centimeter long. How many centimeters does its extremity move in 25 minutes ಅಂತ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, it is 21 centimeter minute hand. So now ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ how much centimeter does it extremity move in 25 minutes. So this is your L. So let us assume that, so this is theta, this is angle covered, so by minute hand in how many minutes of time, 25 minutes. So ನೀವು previous results ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. So angle covered by minute hand in 60 minutes. By minute hand in 60 minutes ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 1 hour ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is going to cover 360 degrees. In 1 minute it is 360 divided by 60. So it is going to be, so 6 degrees. 25 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, it is going to be 25 into 6 degrees. So 25 into 6 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ, 25. So you multiply by 6, it is going to be 150 degrees. So now this is your theta. Now theta is equal to 150 degrees. We'll put it in radian. 150 multiplied by pi by 180 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So this is going to be, ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ 0 gets cancels with 0. 3 6 times and 3 5 times. So iದೇನಾಯ್ತು 5 pi divided by 6 ಆಯ್ತು. Now you need to find out what is L. L ಏನಿದೆ? L is equal to r theta. Radius ಅಂದ್ರೆ length of the minute hand. It is going to be r is 21 centimeters here. It is 21 into 5 pi divided by 6. Right. So ಇದನ್ನ simplify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? So 2 3 2 times and 3 7 times. So it is going to be 75. Right. So it is 7 into 5. So divided by 2 into 3, it is 20. Uh, value substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು. So it is going to be, you can simplify this by substituting the value for pi. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. So give you some time. So you can substitute 22 divided by 7 for this one. So 7 gets cancels to 11. So 11 into 5, it becomes 55 centimeter. Right. So it is going to be option C is going to be the correct answer for this one. So ನೀವು ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute and angle covered by hour hand in 1 minute. So and all those things that you need to remember to solve this kind of problems. ಈಗ 10ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ. Question number 10 ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? In a right angle triangle, the difference between two acute angles is pi by 9 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. The difference between two acute angles pi by 9. So the angle in degrees is here. So let me take a right angle triangle of which we will make A and B. So this is A, B, C, right angle. Right. So question ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Difference between two acute angles of a right angle triangle is pi by 9. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎರಡು acute ಇದೆ. These two are acute angles. A minus B is pi by 9 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Now if you add A plus B, ಇದು right angle triangle add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so it is going to be pi by 2. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It is going to be 90 degrees. Suppose if you want to convert this in degrees, 180 by 9 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. So 180 by 9 is going to be 20. This is going to be 90 degrees. ಇದನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. B gets cancels with B. 2A is equal to 110 degrees ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So if 2A is 110 degrees, A is going to be 110 degrees divided by 2. It's going to be 55 degrees. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 55 ಇರೋದು ಉತ್ತರ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Option A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ 55 ಇದೆ. So obviously it's going to be option A. That is going to be the right choice. Because ನೋಡಿ ಆ 55 degrees ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ substitution ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so I will put in 1. So A minus B is equal to 20 degrees ಇದೆ. 55 degrees minus B is equal to 20 degrees you get. 55 degree minus 20 degree is equal to B. So B is equal to 35 degrees you get. B ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 35 degree ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Option A 35 degree and so 55 degree is going to be the correct answer for this. Next ನೋಡಿ 11ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ? The interior angle of a regular pentagon in radian is, right. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So you should remember this standard formula. Interior angle of a polygon. Interior angle of a polygon with n sides, right. So with n sides or n vertices anta bekadre hitkolbodu. It is given by the formula n minus 2 into 180 degrees divided by n. This is the formula. ಈಗ pentagon ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So it is the pentagon given. So for a pentagon, number of sides is going to be 5. Therefore I am going to write interior angle. What is going to be interior angle of this one? It is 5 minus 2 into 180 degrees divided by 5 you are going to write. So it is going to be 3 divided by 5 into 180 degree ಇದೆ. ಉತ್ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಏನಿದೆ. It is in radian. ಇದನ್ನ radian ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. It is going to be 3 by 5 into 180 degrees and I can write it as, So you put that into radian. 180 degrees nen bartira. It is going to be pi radian. 180 degrees is nothing but pi radian. So the answer for this is going to be 3 pi divided by 5 is going to be the correct answer. Nodi option 4 is going to be the option D is going to be the correct answer for this 3 pi divided by 5. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಹವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ 3 hours 20 minutes. ಈಗ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ. 3 hours 20 minutes ಇದೆ. 3 hours and 20 minutes. 3 hours 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ let us see what is going to be the position of the hour hand and minute hand. So 3, this is 4, again 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So 3 hours 25 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ angle minute hand and hour hand ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. So I will take 3 and 4, right? ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ minute hand will be exactly at minute hand will be at 4. So minute hand ಇಲ್ಲಿ exact 4 position ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Hour hand ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, it is going to be 20 minutes more than that 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. So what I do, ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ 3 ಗೆ exact ಆಗಿ, right? That means this much extra angle you are taking. This is nothing but angle covered by our hand in how many minutes of time? So in 20 minutes. What is the angle covered by our hand in 20 minutes? In 1 minute it is going to trace half degrees. In 20 minutes it is going to be 20 into half degree. That is going to be 10 degrees. ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಈ extra angle ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು. So now I need to remove this one afterwards because we want only this much angle. This is what we want. Understood? So now you got 3 and 4. Angle between 3 and 4, two consecutive digits. Angle between 3 and 4. It is always 30 degrees because you know angle between two consecutive digits of a clock. It is always 30 degrees. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ 3 hours 20 minutes. ಸೊ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 30 degrees minus you should remove that extra angle 10 degrees, so it is going to be 20 degrees. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 20 into pi divided by 180 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. 29 times it goes, so it is going to give you pi by 9 radian. So ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ pi by 9 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ is going to be the correct answer for this. 13ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನಿದೆ. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. Then the smallest angle in radian is. So angles of a triangle, they are all in the ratio 1:2:3. So what we do, let us write the angles as x, 2x and 3x or the required angles or the angles anta barkoಣ. These are the angles. So now 1x, 2x, 3x are the angles. Obviously you can write. So smallest angle in radian you are supposed to find out. ಇಲ್ಲಿ smallest angle ಯಾವುದು? This is the smallest angle. X is smallest, right? So this you need to find out. If you add all the angles, we know that sum of angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ x plus 2x plus 3x, the sum will be equal to 180 degrees. So 5 plus x, it is going to be 6x is equal to 180 degree. You get x is going to be 180 divided by 6, it is going to be 30 degrees side, right? So now what is this in radian? It is 30 multiplied by pi by 180. You get 36 times it goes, so it is going to be 5 by 6 radian ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ is going to be the correct answer for this question. ನೋಡಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 14th question ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗೆ it's a very interesting question. The central angle of a sector of a circle of area, right? So central angle of a sector of a circle of area 9 pi square centimeter is 60 degrees. Then the perimeter of the sector is ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಮೂರು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 9 pi ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, it is given to be 9 pi, it is given. So 9 pi square centimeter it is given. Area of circle, you all know this is going to be pi r square. Pi r square is going to be 9 pi. So pi gets cancels with pi. R square becomes 9. Radius of the circle is going to be 3 units. R3 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Now you are talking about the sector of a circle. But here, if you take a circle and sector of a circle, let us take a sector of a circle. So here A, B and O, this is going to be the sector of a circle. Now you need to find out the perimeter of the sector. You know this is going to be the radius and this is radius and this is L. What is the central angle here? It is going to be 60 degrees. Theta is going to be 60 degrees. So adana radian hakolana, 60 multiplied by pi by 180. This is going to be pi by 3 radian height. Perimeter andre ಏನಪ್ಪಾ? Perimeter andre sum of all the sides, length of sides of the so boundary. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Perimeter of sector ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. Perimeter of sector. What is going to be the perimeter of the sector here? It is going to be so OA plus AB, arc AB plus again radius OB. That is R plus L plus R. So this is going to be 2R plus L you get. So now this is 2R plus L ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ R theta ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So I will take R outside, it is 2 plus theta. What is R here? It is going to be 3. 2 plus theta is going to be 5 by 3 height. Now you take that 3 inside, 3 into 2, 6 plus 3, 3 gets cancels, you get 6 plus 5 is going to be the correct answer for this. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಿ, ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಇದೆ 6 plus 5, option C is going to be the correct answer. 6 divided by pi is going to be the right choice. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Then you take the sector of the circle. So sector of the circle, so it is nothing but OA, AB and B, right? So that is a sector. Perimeter is nothing but sum of all the sides. If you add OA, length of the arc AB and the radius OB, you get the perimeter. So length of the arc AB is L. L already got it, that is going to be R theta. That is a formula. So now 2R plus R theta you get, R into 2 plus theta. So 3 into 2 plus theta already ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ pi by 3. ಅದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 6 divided by pi. That is going to be the correct answer for this question. Right. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 15ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. What is that 15th question you have? You got a wheel makes 120 revolutions in 1 minute ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Then the angle in radian covered by the wheel in 2 seconds is, what is going to be the angle covered by the wheel in 2 seconds? Well, wheel makes 120 revolutions in 1 minute. That is the question, right? So for one revolution, let me write for one revolution, what is the angle covered, right? Angle covered is equal to, so wheel is making 120 revolution. 121 revolutions angle covered, that is going to be 360. I can write it as 2 pi radian. One revolution only 2 pi radian angle cover ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Now a wheel is making 120 revolutions in 1 minute ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. In 1 minute it is covering 120 revolutions. So I will write in 1 minute, that is for 60 seconds, because so you need to find out the answer in 2 seconds. Therefore I will convert it into seconds. So 1 minute, that is in 60 seconds, and for 120 revolutions, for 120 revolutions, right? So angle covered is equal to, ನೋಡಿ, 1 revolutions ಗೆ 2 pi ಅಂದ್ರೆ 120 revolutions ಗೆ it is 120 into 2 pi. This is the angle covered by, so that in 120 revolutions. Now I will write in 1 second, right? In 1 second for, so this one in 1 second angle covered. Nodi, in 1 minute angle covered is for 120 revolutions. So angle covered is 120 divided by 2 pi. In 1 second angle covered is equal to 120 into 2 pi divided by 60. You get 60 two times it goes, so it is going to be 4 pi. But you are asked to find what is the angle covered in 2 seconds. ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 second ಗೆ angle ಇದೆ. So in 2 seconds, right? In 2 seconds, angle covered is equal to 1 second ಗೆ 4 pi ಅಂದ್ರೆ angle covered in 2 seconds is 2 into 4 pi. So it is going to give you 8 pi radian as the correct answer, right? So ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So it is very similar to the previous problems what we have solved. So ಅದೇ ತರ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 16ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. A circular sector of perimeter 60 meter with maximum area is to be constructed. Right. ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. 17ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡಿ. The perimeter of certain sector of a circle is equal to the length of the arc of the semicircle. Then the angle at the center of a sector in radian is perimeter of certain sector of a circle, right? So perimeter ಏನಿದೆ, so if you take the sector of a circle, this is going to be L, R, and R if this is theta. Perimeter of sector, perimeter of sector is equal to, what is that given? Length of arc of semicircle, length of arc of semicircle. This is the question given. ಈಗ if you take a semicircle, ನೋಡಿ, arc of semicircle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is going to be half of, so circumference, half of circumference, understood? Half of the circumference. Now perimeter ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? It is going to be r plus L. This is the perimeter. Then length of arc of semicircle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ half of 2 pi r. This is the data given, right? So then you need to find out the angle at the center of the sector in radian, right? So this is going to be 2r plus r theta you get. So 2 gets cancels, pi into r I think. Now r you can take outside, 2 plus theta is equal to pi r you get. This r gets cancels, 2 plus theta is going to be pi. So you need to find out what is theta. So obviously theta is going to be pi minus 2. Theta is going to be pi minus 2. It's going to be option C is going to be the correct answer for this, right? So central angle in radian is always going to be pi minus 2. Understood? Now 18ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. A curve is tied to a post by a rope. So the curve moves along the circular path, always keeping the rope tight. If it describes 44 meters when it has traced out 72 degrees at the center, what is the length of the rope ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ question. It is again similar to the previous questions what we have discussed. ನೋಡಿ, so curve is tied to a post. This is nothing but post. I'll write this as post. Curve position illide. So this is the position of curve. Now, so it is the rope, so where you are trying the curve. The curve moves along a circular path, and if it describes 44 meters, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ it is going along the circular path. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ curve, right? So it is covering 44 meters, right? So now After some time, it is going to reach B, and the angle it covers is 72 degrees. E angle, central angle ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 72 degrees ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. What is going to be the length of the rope? Rope length ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ R ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? R ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. Now theta is going to be 72 degrees. We'll put this in radian. It is 72 into pi divided by 180. 36 two times and 36 five times. So it is going to be 2 pi divided by 5/2. This is theta. Now you are all familiar with the formula. L is equal to R theta. This you know. So here you need L is nothing but 44 centimeter. So theta is there. R is equal to L by theta unit. L ಏನಿದೆ, it is going to be 44 divided by theta is what? It is going to be 2 pi divided by 5. So now all these things in terms of numerals. So now if pi na simplify mana. So 2 here 22 times 22 into 5 goes to the numerator divided by 5 pi you get. It is 22 into 5. So pi can be written as 22 divided by 7. So this 22, 22 goes, 7 goes to the numerator. It is going to be 35 meters. So length of the rope is going to be 35 meters. Sari uttara nimge illi option A ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? So I just make use of L is equal to R theta. That's all. So you are going to get the answer for this question. 19ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. The angles of a triangle are AB and the greatest angle is double the least. Then the angles in degrees are greatest angle is double the least anta ಇದೆ. Angles of a triangle, they are in AB. So let us again assume. So let A minus D, A plus D are the required angles. Understood? ಇಲ್ಲಿ A minus D is the least one, smallest. A plus D is going to be the greatest. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ least greatest is double the least ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. We will use that afterwards. But so before that we will use sum of angles. Sum of angles is equal to 360. It is going to be 180 degrees. Sum of angles of a triangle. It's going to be A minus D plus A plus A plus D. This is going to be 180 degrees you get. Minus D plus D gets cancelled. So 3A is equal to 180 degrees. So A is going to be 60 degrees. So you got A. Now A is 60 degrees. Middlemost angle 60 degrees you are getting. So option A, B and C D. C is not going to be the correct answer. ಈಗ ಎ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಯಾವುದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡಿ ಈಸ್ 2 times ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2a minus 2d you get, right? 2d ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 3d is equal to 2a minus a you get 3d is equal to 60 degrees. D is equal to 60 by 3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 20 degrees ಆಯ್ತು. Now what are going to be the required angles? Angles ಏನಪ್ಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? What are the required angles here? First one a minus d ಇದೆ. A ಅಂದ್ರೆ 60 degree minus 20 degree. So this is going to be 40 degree. First one 40 degree ಇರಬೇಕು. So 40 degree ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿದೆ? It is only in option B. That itself is going to be the correct answer. ನೋಡಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 40 degrees ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ. So you can directly eliminate without finding the remaining answers. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Right. So ಈ ತರ ನೀವು ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ರೈಟ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 20ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. AOB is sector of a circle of unit radius ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So AOB is a sector of a circle of unit radius and angle AOB is 2 radian. Then what is the perimeter of the sector AOB anta ide. So I will take a circle with sector AOB. So I will draw a circle here. What is circle ide? sector of the circle AOB. So you are having O and A, this is B. AOB is going to be the sector of the circle. So angle AOB is 2 radian. The angle in it is going to be 2 radian. What is going to be the perimeter of the sector AOB, right? So that is what you are supposed to find out. Perimeter you need to find out. Perimeter in there, if you take this as R and this is R and this is going to be L, right? How do you find out this one? Anybody? So nodi, make an attempt. ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಸೊ ಪೆರಿಮೀಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ R plus L you get. So this is going to be R plus R plus L is again R theta. So it is going to be 2R plus R theta you get. So AOB is a sector of a circle of unit radius anta ide. Artha aita? So radius is going to be unit radius. It is going to be 1 unit. That is given here. Radius is 1. Clear? So now it is going to be 2 into 1 plus again 1 into theta is going to be 2 radian. So it is going to be 2 plus 2. Perimeter of the sector, it is going to be 4 units you are going to get. So option C is going to be the correct answer for this. ಯಾರು ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ 21st ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, 21ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. An arc of 24 centimeter long of a wheel subtends an angle of 72 degrees at its center. Then the radius of the wheel is, what is going to be the radius of the wheel? It is very similar to the previous question. An arc of 24 pi centimeter long. So let me take an arc of a circle. Circle anide. So you are having a circle in which the arc is 24 pi. Arc ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ, it is going to be 24 pi, right? So L is going to be 24 pi centimeter. This is given. So it is subtends an angle of 72 degrees. So theta ಏನಿದೆ, this is 72 degrees. Then the radius of the wheel, R, is what you are supposed to find out. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ theta is nothing but 72 degrees. First ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, you should convert this theta into radian, otherwise you can't apply the formula. So now this is 72 into pi divided by 180 I can write. So 36 2s are 36 5s are. So you get 2 pi divided by 5 you get. That is your theta. So now you know L is equal to R theta. R is nothing but L divided by theta. L ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, it is going to be 24 pi divided by 2 pi divided by 5 you get. So this pi gets cancels. So it is 24 into 5 divided by 2 you get. Understood? So 2 12 times you get. So 12 into 5 you are going to get 60 centimeters. That is going to be the length of the radius of the circle with the given data. ನಿಮಗೆ 60 centimeters ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ, that's going to be the correct answer for this. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ we'll go to question number 22. It is very similar to first question what we have solved. ಏನಿದೆ, a wire of length 20 centimeter is bent in the form of a sector of a circle. The maximum area that can be enclosed by the wire. Idu area maximum irodna, we will take up this question afterwards because maximum minimum ನಿಮಗೆ second PUC result ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. 23rd question ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, the acute angle between the minute and hour hands when the time is 3 hours 20 minutes. I think ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ. So if you take a clock when the time is 3 hours and 20 minutes, 3 hours 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ position of hour hand and minute hand ನೋಡ್ಕೋಣ. So 3 hours 10 minutes, right? So 3 hours 10 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ position of hour hand and minute hand ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this is 12 and again it is going to be 4 like this, right? ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 3 hours 20 minutes, 3 ಗಂಟೆ 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ 2. ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ 2 ಅಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 10 minutes ಮೋರ್, ರೈಟ್, ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ 3. ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟು 3. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ angle covered, angle covered by hour hand. So this is angle covered by hour hand in 10 minutes. 10 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್? 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 10 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 into half degree, it is going to cover 5 degrees. ಸೊ 1 minute ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ನ ಟ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ 10 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 degrees. ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 2 and 3, 2 ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 2 ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ 2 and 3, it is 30 degrees ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್, so this is the angle covered by hour hand in 5 minutes. So therefore required angle is equal to 30 degrees ಗೆ ಈ 5 degrees ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 35 degrees is going to be the required angle. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ 35 degrees ಅನ್ನು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 35 into pi divided by 180, right? So 536 times and 5 7 times. So this is going to be 7 pi divided by 36 radian. That is going to be the angle. So option A is going to be the correct answer for this. So option A is going to be the correct answer. 24ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ. ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ when the time is 4 hours 25 minutes. Very similar to the previous question. 4 hours 25 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ position of hour hand and minute hand find out ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So you are having 3, 4 and 5. So next ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೀಗೆ. So 4 hours 25 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ minute hand ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Minute hand will be exactly at 5. ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 25 minutes ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ 4. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟು 4. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ 25 minutes. 25 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 25 into half degree. 25 into half ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 12 and half degrees ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 4 and 5, ಸೊ 2 ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ? ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 4 and 5, it is 30 degree. But this additional angle we have taken, that we don't want it has to be removed, minus 12 and half degrees. 30 degrees ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 and half degrees ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 17 and half degrees, right? That is going to be the right choice. So option A is going to be the correct answer for this question. Okay, we'll go to next question. 25th question ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ. The greatest angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is 5 times the least, and the other two angles are in the ratio 1:2. Then the angles are, so let me take A, B, C, D are the angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So A, B, C, D are the required angles. Understood? So here I will take least is A is least and C is going to be greatest anta hitkolona, because always the greatest will be opposite to least, right? If you add this A plus C, it is always going to be 180 degree ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, right? Now ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? The other two angles are in the ratio 1:2, right? So A is B is equal to, you can write B is equal to 2D, you get, right? So they are in the ratio 2 times D. So again B plus D, opposite angle, so it is going to be 180 degrees. 2D plus D, it is going to be 180 degree you get. So 3D is going to be 180 degree. Angle D is going to be 60 degree. 60 degree, it is going to be in radian, it is pi by 3 radian. ಪೈ ಬೈ ತ್ರೀ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಪೈ ಬೈ ತ್ರೀ ಇದು ಒಂದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಪೈ ಬೈ ತ್ರೀ ಆಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2d you get, right? So b is equal to 2 pi by 3 you get. This is another angle. Okay, 2 pi by 3 and pi by 3. So you got only option D contains pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. Without any second thought, you can directly write option D as the correct choice for this one. So in case if you want to find the remaining angles, you can make use of the other result. So greatest angle and the least angle. Nodi higa cyclic quadrilateral, if you write like this, right? So it may be of like this. Hige nodi idu smallest, right? So this is your A, B, C and D. This is the largest, right? Greatest, and this is going to be, I'm taking it as smallest, right? ಹಾಗೆ ಈಗ 26th question ಬನ್ನಿ. A circular wire of diameter 40 centimeter, right? You are having a circular wire of diameter 40 centimeter ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Diameter ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ? It is going to be D is 40 centimeter. So radius is going to be 20 centimeter. Radius of this is going to be 20 centimeter. Is cut and placed along the circumference of a circle of radius 1 meter, right? So it is cut. Idanna cut ಮಾಡಿ you are placing it along the circumference of a circle of a radius 1 meter, right? So you are having ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ another circle ಇದೆ, you are placing it along the circumference of a circle of radius 1 meter, right? So here a blue circle, you are cutting it and you are placing the entire circumference along the circumference of a circle of radius 1 meter. So then the angle subtended by the wire at the center of the circle is equal to, right? What is going to be the angle subtended by the wire, right? So I will just tell me, Rakshita, what is the problem? Rakshita?
Sir, 25th option A ಆಗಲ್ಲ sir.
Option A. One second. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 second. A plus C ಇದನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡೋಣ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, right? A plus C is going to be 180 degrees, right? 4 pi 4 pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4 ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, pi by 3 2 pi by 3. 1 second. Yeah, Ajit, you can talk to me. Ajit Bellad. 1 second, let me relook into that. The greatest angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is 5 times the least anta ide. Yeah, then you need to look into another one. Greatest angle is nothing but what? Idanna check ಮಾಡೋಣ. C, right? Is 5 times the least anta ide. It is 5A. ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ A plus 5A is equal to 180 you get, correct? So 6A is equal to, what is that you get? It is going to be 180 degree. Again A is equal to how much? So it is going to be 30 degrees. It is in again radian. It is going to be pi by 6 ಆಯ್ತು. Pi by 6 ಇರಬೇಕು. Pi by 6 ಇದೆಯಾ ಉತ್ತರ? ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್.
ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಏನಮ್ಮ ಈಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5/6 ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ A is equal to 5/6. ಈಗ ನೀವು C ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ C is going to be 5 times A you get 5 into 5/6. So it is going to be 5 pi/6. ಇದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ, ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಡೌಟ್?
ನೋ ಸರ್.
ರೈಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ? ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 26ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಒಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೈರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ 40 centimeter is cut and placed along the circumference of a circle of radius 1 meter. Right. So the angle subtended by the wire at the center of the circle is equal to, that means theta you need to find out. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. It is nothing but 2 pi r, right? It is 2 into pi into r is 20. It is going to be 40 pi. This is your L. Now what is going to be angle theta, right? So radius of new circle capital R ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. L is equal to r theta. ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Theta is equal to L divided by R. So L ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, it is 40 pi divided by 1. So it is going to be 40 pi. So ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ radius is 20, circular wire of diameter 40 centimeter is cut and placed along the circumference of a circle, right? So radius is going to be 20 alva. It is 2 pi into 20, so 40 pi you get. It is 1 meter. ಒನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ರು ನೀವು. ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಸರಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೈರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ 40 centimeter. So radius of if you take 4 centimeter, you are going to get it as 4 into 2. 40 centimeter is the diameter, and so this is going to be radius of 1 meter anta ide. So 1 meter you can convert into centimeters, right? So you can this is in meter and this is in centimeter. You can convert that into centimeter or into meters. Check ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು. So now 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters you can write? It's going to be 100 centimeters you can write. So it is divided by 100. 40 divided by 100. What happens? It is going to be 4 pi divided by 10, which is going to be 2 pi by 5 is going to be the angle. So option D is option C is going to be the correct answer for this. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು centimeters ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ radian. So it is radius, but this is in meters. You convert first this meters into centimeters, then you can apply the formula. So both should be in the same units. Therefore you get option D, option C, 2 pi divided by pi 5 as the correct angle subtended by the new circle at the center, right? We'll go to question number 27. ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, circular wire of radius 5 centimeter. Similar question. So you're having a circular wire whose radius is going to be 5 centimeter. R is equal to 5. Is cut and bent again into an arc of a circle, another circle whose radius is 10 centimeter. ಎರಡು same units ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, right? So length of the arc is nothing but 2 pi r. So it is 2 pi into 5. So that is going to be 10 pi. The angle subtended by the arc at the center. So theta you need to find out. What is that theta? Again, L is equal to r theta formula you can use. Theta is going to be L divided by r. Theta is equal to L. It is 10 pi divided by r is going to be 10. So correct answer for this is going to be pi radian is going to be the angle subtended by the circle at the sector, angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle, right? So again 28th and 29th questions similar questions ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. So I think I will stop here. So I will continue with this in the next question, next class, right? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳೋದಿದೆಯಾ? Anybody? Any doubts? You can raise your hands. Anybody? Right. So I will continue with this in the next class.